Remember way back when the Fractal Design Define R5 came out? Remember when everybody was reviewing it? And I didn't? Well, it's time to take care of that now. Hello everybody and welcome to Tech Uploaded. I am Chris as always, and I have to admit, wow, am I late to the game on this one. The Define R5, man was I pumped for this case to come out. I remember looking forward to this. I was so excited to review this case because I've used the Define R4 in so many builds. It was my go-to for a very long time. As a matter of fact, you can even find some videos on this channel if you go way back to like April, maybe May of last year. Did a rebuild of my dad's computer in that case, and I actually ended up doing a time lapse of me doing, I think, a Z87 build with a Xeon chip in that case as well. So it might have even been a Z77. I don't remember, but it was a while ago. And you can see in that time lapse just how easy it was to work in that particular case. So I was really excited for the R5, and it finally hit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get one for review. And then everybody did the reviews, and then I was still waiting, and I didn't get one, and I thought I got left behind. And then months later, it finally arrived. And guess what? I recorded the video, I edited the video, and then I forgot to upload the video. So now I'm even more behind. But you know what? Better late than never. So improvements were made, and they were nice improvements. So why not get up close and personal with Mr. Define R5 and head out and in to the kitchen? Hey, that rhymed. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy. We've got the Fractal Design Define R5, and the box is very similar to most other Fractal Design boxes, and that's taking me back in time to when I got my R4 back in the day. So you can see it's very understated and simple on the packaging. You've got the front with some graphics, the back as well. And then, of course, all of your lovely specifications are right along the side of the box. So if you're in a store or something, you've got some good information at a quick glance. Now, digging into the box, we pull out the case, and you can see that it is packaged very familiar to most other cases. However, one thing that I will kind of hit it on, it uses that hard foam. I am a big fan of the softer foam. It tends to travel a little bit better. Now the fun begins. We get the case out, we get all the plastic wrap off, and you can see this is a very familiar looking design. If you have seen an R4, the R5 is very much familiar to you. It has that nice brushed black aluminum looking finish on the front. Now, panning down the front, you can see that you have your two optical drive bays, which are closed off, but easily removable if you wanted to add such a thing in this day and age. It's not as popular. Moving down, you can see you also have this nice little grill on the front here with the nice dust filter. Thank you, Fractal. And it does have space for two 120 or 140 millimeter fans, and it does include one Fractal Design Dynamic GP14 fan at 1,000 RPMs. Another really nice but yet subtle feature that I really do like about this case, it has this foam material on the front. The door feels very sturdy, and that is great for helping reduce extra sound and noise from the computer itself when the door is closed. And speaking of that lovely sound dampening foam, you can see on the side panels as well, it's still there. So taking off the backside panel, not a whole lot to really look at here, but lots of foam, so you're gonna get some good sound dampening on the rear of the case, or I guess the backside. And on the windowed side, you can see that anywhere they could put the foam is there. So even with the window, you're gonna get some good sound dampening with these two panels. All right, now the real fun begins. Let's dig around inside this bad boy. You can see that you have plenty of room in here. You can fit an ATX, micro ATX, or mini ITX motherboard in this thing. And you have 7 expansion slots on the back. You have two 5 1/4 inch bays, which are removable, which is nice for water cooling options. You have 8, count them, 8 3.5 inch hard drive bays, which can also accommodate the 2.5 inch units for those SSD fans out there. And again, looking around at the rear of the case, you've got those 7 expansion slots as well as one rear fan area for 120 or 140 millimeter fan, and that same Fractal Design Dynamic GP14 fan is supplied in the rear as well. And you can see looking at the bottom here, not only do you have that filtered fan slot in the front, but you also have one in the bottom of the case as well. Now, as far as power supplies go, you can go up to 190 to 170 millimeters at the bottom, and when not using a bottom fan, longer PSUs up to 300 millimeters can be used in here. Additionally, graphics cards up to 310 millimeters in length with the top hard drive cage installed will fit in this case, and if you take that top hard drive cage out, you can fit up to a 440 millimeter graphics card. So big beefy cards will fit in here, no problem. And before we get too carried away, let's not overlook the small details. The accessory box is actually really nice. It very clearly indicates exactly what's supposed to be in the box and how many of them you're supposed to have. All right, then taking a look at the back side of the case, always a real sticking point for me with some case manufacturers. Not so with this one. You can see that Fractal actually includes some Velcro ties to help keep things organized. So this thing arrives with a lot of the cable management done for you already. And then finally, you have an area for two 2.5-inch drive bays. I would suggest if you're going to use these, you go SSD so you don't have to worry about any heat. Now let's take a journey up to the top of the case here. A little bit weird on the camera angle, but you can see that you do have areas for headphone, microphone. You have a reset button, you have a power button, and then 2 USB 2.0 and 2 USB 3.0. Now, here's something I really appreciate about this particular design change between the R4 and the R5, and that is these 3 little removable panels that are along the top of the case. This actually allows you to close off the fan grill area if you're not going to install fans along the top, which you do have the option to put 3 120 or 3 140 millimeter fans up here. Dimensions on this case measure 232 millimeters wide by 451 millimeters high by 521 millimeters deep. Now, with feet, screws, and protrusions, you're actually going to add on a little bit on the height and the depth. You're looking at 462 and 531 millimeters respectively. And package dimensions come in at 327 wide by 615 high by 540 millimeters deep. And finally, as far as water cooling goes, this is going to assume that you're willing to remove some things from the case in order to run through all of these, but in the front, you have the option for a 360, 280, 240, 140, or 120 millimeter radiator installation. The top will allow you to do 420, 360, 280, 240, 140, and 120. Finally, the bottom will let you do 120 or 240 millimeter radiators, and the rear will let you do a 120 or a 140. So I apologize if you can hear a very loud lawnmower in the background. It is a beautiful day outside, so that's what you get. But you know what? The show must go on. So I have to say, just with the R4, the R5 doesn't disappoint at all. It's solid construction, very good noise dampening, and tons of flexibility in this case. You can dismantle or take out a huge chunk of the included mounts and items inside of here, which is a very, very nice thing for anyone who's interested in really loading this thing up with some radiators. I mean, you can tell that Fractal made a point to really focus on cooling in this case. I mean, air cooling, water cooling, however you want to cool this bad boy, you can do as little or as much as you want. And the thing that I really love is the fact, and I said it when I was up close, I love that they have that area on top blocked off now if you want to block that off. So if you're not going to put fans on the top, you're not going to put a radiator on the top, say you're doing a front mount radiator, you can close off that top area, and then you don't have you don't see the grill, the mesh anymore. And that was one of the things that on the R4 aesthetically kind of bothered me a little bit. And I think it really adds to the look of the case now, being able to have that closed off. So I think that was a very nice improvement. Other really nice improvements, like I said, the drive bays come out so easy. You can take out the 3.5-inch bays. You can take out the 5.25. I mean, you can just open that front area wide open. You can take, make your space at the bottom of the case just fantastic for putting in huge power supplies. Just leave the fan out. You can put in giant graphics cards by taking out the 3.25-inch bay. You can put in radiators all day long. I mean, it's a nice case. It's a very nice case. And yeah, I am a little bit of a Fractal fanboy, I will admit. I've done countless builds. I get accused of being an NZXT fanboy a lot. But after having done so many builds in the H440, it was really refreshing to go back and get my hands on an R5, because it just took me back in time to when the R4 came out and just really blew me away. And I had that same calm, relaxed. This won't be a difficult build feeling working with the R5 and taking a look at everything. So I wanted to keep it quick, short, to the point. So you got to look at the case. You got a nice overview. I get criticized for getting in too much detail on my case reviews sometimes, and hopefully this one was short enough and succinct enough for you to be able to get an idea. And you know what? If it wasn't and you want more detail, wow, there's tons of videos out there. But this is more, for me, this video is, I have a pen in my pocket. How nerdy is that? Oh well, I'm gonna set it off camera now so I look cooler. Now I look cool. But anyway, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so this video for me really was more my personal feeling about this case and the improvements from the R4, because I had worked with that one so much, and that's kind of what I really wanted to get a feel for looking at these improvements. And for around $100, this is a really good case. If you're looking for an upper end budget build to mid range, I think this is one that should definitely be on your short list. And I saw the tweet from Fractal that the Define S is now on the scene, and I think it's either available now or it should be available shortly. And it's about $80, so it's a little bit cheaper, and it omits the 5¼ inch bay. So another manufacturer gets on the bandwagon with dropping that 5¼ inch optical bay. I still have one in mine, and I put an optical drive in there because I just felt like I had to, because it's there, you know what I mean? But in the cases like the H440 and the S340 from NZXT, neither one of those had it, and I never missed it. I've got my Windows installed on a flash drive, so I think that the Define S is going to be a really nice option as well, and it's just as flexible as the R5. So maybe I'll get my hands on one of those. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, sorry this review was so late, but hopefully better late than never worked out for you on that one. And if anything, it's a reminder that the R5 should definitely be on your short list, in my opinion. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Just do a little clicky click. And then I'm not gonna ramble off all the places you can follow me, but you can hit me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and email. And all of those will be, I guess I did just ramble them all off, but I didn't say the addresses. So you gotta look down below in the description for the links for all of those. And I'll also put a link to the tech specs for the R5 and the tech specs for the new Define S. So you can check those out on Fractal's website as well for full details on the water cooling and air cooling configs that you can actually put into this case and what you'd have to remove to do them. So as always, you know the drill. Don't be a stranger. Check back soon.